You followed the cleanse, you took the herbs, you even bought the kit your friend swore by. But now you're more bloated than before. You're breaking out. You're waking up like clockwork, wired at 3 a.m. They told you it's just die off. But what if it's not? Because pushing through the wrong thing only pushes you deeper into the problem. In this video, I'm going to show you why your parasite cleanse might have made things worse. And the number one mistake most people make with parasite protocols, and how one of my clients turned things around with a $10 solution his body actually said yes to, not just something he hoped would work. So if you're tired of chasing symptoms and still not getting better, hit subscribe. I drop new videos every Tuesday. Next week, we're breaking down the real cause of fatigue and the signals your body's been trying to send. You don't want to miss it. I'm Janelle, and I've been doing this for over 40 years. Started with my mom. She had multiple issues no one could unravel. At 15, I watched her struggle to find answers beyond symptom management. That's what pushed me to look for a better way. Then I discovered a body-led method, one that gives you instant feedback you can use anywhere. And that's what I've done since. Help people stop guessing and finally get answers that fit them. And coming up, I'm going to break down the 3 biggest mistakes I see people make with parasite cleanses and what to do instead. You don't want to miss that, so let's dive in. You're waking up panicked, sweating, stomach turning, mind racing. You can't get back to sleep. That's not healing. That's your body throwing up red flags. Here's what most people don't realize. Parasites are nocturnal. They dump waste while you sleep. And that waste, it overwhelms your system. Your body's backup routes, like your liver, your lymph, your gut, can't keep up. So instead of clearing out, that waste starts circulating. And the result, midnight panic, restless sleep, skin flares, that wired but exhausted feeling the next day. One of my clients, a teacher and busy pet mom, tried a well known cleanse. And by day 3, she was anxious. She couldn't sleep. She said it felt like her heart wouldn't stop racing. She thought she was doing something right, but her body was telling her a different story. We used the simple health test and figured out where she was overloaded. Once she switched to something that actually fit her, things calmed down fast. She told me, I thought I had to push through, but what I was pushing myself was into a worse state. Drop Wired if that's been you. Then hit the link for my free class. It walks you through how to stop the overload and actually feel better fast. That sounds better already, right? Yeah. Itching that won't stop, skin flares that don't make sense, even pets scratching themselves raw might not be allergies, and it's probably not the shampoo. I've seen it again and again. A child with mystery itching that no cream could fix. A woman who said it felt like bugs were crawling on her back. Pet losing fur in patches, scratching all over. People try everything they've Googled, new soaps, detoxes, allergy meds, but still can't shake it. We use the simple health test to figure out what the body is actually reacting to, whether it's overloaded, a mismatched product, or something deeper that would have stayed hidden otherwise. And even find what the body actually needed so that the itching slowed, the fur came back, the relief was real. Drop itch in the comments if that hit home, and check the free class to learn how you can test what your body agrees with. That's relief, right? Yeah. You think parasites just cause gut issues? Think again. Grinding teeth, brain fog, itchy scalp, random joint pain, kids that are restless at night, sudden sugar cravings, that crawling sensation you can't explain. These aren't random. Parasites don't stay just in your gut. They can show up in your skin, your nervous system, your joints, and even mess with your mood. Drop signs if one of those feels familiar and hit the class link to finally get answers. Now it's starting to make sense, right? You followed the steps, you used the remedies, and suddenly your skin exploded. They called it a healing crisis. I call it a mismatch. Because if your gut's not moving, your liver's slow, or your lymph is stuck, that cleanse has nowhere to go. And truthfully, that cleanse might not even be the right fit for you. Your skin becomes the emergency exit. More detox equals more healing. Not true. If you don't open your exits first, your body reroutes that waste elsewhere, like your skin. And if the cleanse isn't the right fit, your body doesn't heal, it's on hold. Comment cleanse if that's happened to you. Then check the class for the better sequence. Makes way more sense now, right? Your pores are backup drains. So if your gut, your liver, or your lymph aren't moving, guess what takes the hit? Your skin. One woman came to me, great skincare, healthy diet. But every time she did a cleanse, boom, another breakout. She kept switching products, thinking that was the issue. But her body just wasn't ready. We used the simple health test method to check if her system could handle it. Turns out the cleanse didn't fit. We adjusted what she was missing, and boom, no more skin flare ups. She didn't need a new product. She needed a method to know what worked. Drop skin if that's ever happened to you. And hit the link for my free class that shows how to test what your body actually agrees with. Finally makes sense, right? You're doing everything right. You're eating beef, you're cooking liver, you're taking iron, but you're still exhausted, still pale, still freezing cold. Here's why. Parasites love iron. They feed on it. They steal it first before your body ever gets a chance. So even when your labs look fine, your body doesn't. You feel worse, not better, because the issue wasn't low iron. It's a mismatch, a hidden parasite load your body's been fighting this whole time. Taking more won't help if it's feeding the wrong thing. That's why you need a better way to check what's helping, what's harming, what your body actually agrees with. Drop iron if that just clicked for you, and stay with me because next we're breaking down how parasites mess with mood, focus, and even mental health. That explains a lot, right? So let's talk mood, the kind that hits out of nowhere. You're doing the journaling, the meditating, the clean eating, you're doing the work, but you're still edgy, snapping at your kids. You can't focus, you can't calm down. That's not weakness. That's not mindset failure. That could be parasites. They mess with neurotransmitters, dopamine, serotonin, your feel good chemicals, the ones that keep you grounded. So, what happens? Anxiety, rage, panic attacks, ADHD like symptoms, mood swings you can't explain. You're not crazy, you're not broken, you just haven't had a clear way to see what's really going on. Once you do, everything shifts. You stop blaming yourself and you start making progress. So before you spiral, test it. Your body knows what's helping and what's harming. Drop calm if this gave you a breath of relief. And stick with me, there's one more piece you don't want to miss. That makes so much more sense, right? You feel better, then symptoms come back. You're not crazy. You're likely stuck in a recurring loop. Parasites don't just affect one person. If you live with a family or pets and only test yourself, you'll keep passing it around. You don't need to disinfect your house, but you do need to check in on everyone, humans and animals. It's quick. You can do it right in your living room, but most people don't even know that's an option. Drop cycle if this feels true and check the class that walks through how to stop it. That's what no one tells you, right? Yeah. And it gets worse because these three mistakes, they're what keep most people stuck. So let's break them down. Mistake number one, treating bloating like bacteria when it's parasites. Mistake number two, copying someone else's kit or protocol. Mistake number three, guessing instead of testing. People spend thousands on the latest cleanses they saw on TikTok. They follow the steps, they use the kits, and somehow they feel worse. One guy in our community did a full cleanse protocol, but what he actually needed was liver support. He didn't even need a parasite protocol yet because you can't fix the problem with someone else's solution. You need your map, your body's answer, in your order. Drop stuck if that hit home and go watch the free class. It shows you how to find your starting point. You're not crazy. You were just missing the map. Yeah. And remember, it's not just bloating, not just gut stuff, not just skin. Parasites affect your mood, your energy, your sleep, even your iron. So stay with me because what we're about to unpack, almost no one is talking about. So let's go deeper. Brian reached out to me, panicked, gray complexion. He was scared. He was dropping weight fast. He'd been trying for weeks to figure out what was wrong. Even the hospital couldn't help him. No one had answers. And that uncertainty, it was making everything worse. We used the method to test what his body was struggling with, and we found the problem. Not just that, we found a $10 solution that matched his body's needs. It wasn't hype, it wasn't random, it fit. And within days, he started to feel the shift. His color came back, his panic eased, the weight loss stopped, and he started to turn the corner. And years later, he's still going strong. Drop $10 if that kind of clarity is what you've been searching for. Now, in case you're thinking, okay, but that's rare. Nope, I see it all the time, especially when someone says, but I've done the cleanses before. Why didn't this one work? Stay with me because this next part explains exactly why your old go to protocols aren't working anymore. So let's unpack it. You've done the parasite cleanses, tried the kits, maybe even followed that influencer's favorite protocol. And maybe at one point it even helped. But now, same product, different reaction, no improvement. So, what gives? Here's what no one tells you. Your body isn't the same as it was a year ago or even 3 months ago. Different season, different stress load, different gut terrain, different parasite types. Even the ingredients in your products might have changed. So if your internal environment has shifted, you can't keep giving it the same solutions and expect the same results. That's why protocols fail. That's why just try this stop working because they're static and your body isn't. This method, it's dynamic. It adjusts in real time to what your body actually needs now, not what it needed last time. That's the difference. Drop shift in the comments if your old routine suddenly stopped working. That feels validating, right? Yeah. So if you've tried the cleanses, taken the kits, bought the products, but you're still bloated, foggy, flared, it's not your fault. You were never meant to guess your way to healing. You just needed a better way to listen. That's a simple health test method. No labs, no waiting, just real time answers your body already knows. Hit subscribe if this landed. Drop your biggest symptom in the comments. Check the link to the free class and remember, when in doubt, test it out.